fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. Can we go MIA somewhere far from this bush? Let's fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. I don't care where we go, as long as it's so far, so far, so far from here. It's about time I took a little trip.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy back with another episode of Get It Together with Big Maul. How have you guys been doing? I hope you had an incredible week. I hope you did everything that you were supposed to do. I hope you started a goal list and crossed some things off of that goal list. I hope you guys drank your water, moved your body, ate well, ate healthy, and maintained your positive energy, man. I had a great week, did my usual, went to work. I went to the gym, of course, worked out, and I've been really hitting the ground running with this calorie deficit diet, man. I've been doing good. I'm starting to see results. I've been doing my HIIT workouts after the gym later on in the daytime. And I also made some beetroot juice for the first time. Oh my goodness, man. It's exciting. I'm gonna make some more right after this episode. But if you follow me on social media, then you saw my post. You saw the picture of the beetroot juice that I made, and it was good. It's very good. I put a little bit too much ginger root in it. So this next time when I go in here, I'm definitely not chop up as much ginger, because that stuff is strong. It is very powerful. But nonetheless, it is good. I got everything chopped up already, so I can go in there and make that real quick. Won't take long. And man, it is very healthy. It's very good for you. It helps with blood flow, digestion. It prevents inflammation. And man, it is such a great juice, great antioxidant, and you definitely need to try it. If you don't want to make it yourself, you can definitely buy beet juice. I use this product called Wonder Beet. When I buy it out of the store, you can find it in your local health store, or you can go on Amazon and buy it for the it's like I want to say it's a 12 pack. It may be 24, but I think it's a 12 pack. You can buy it online. You can buy it on Amazon. It may be even a 24 pack. It could be both. So you can buy it online, but definitely try that stuff out, man. I'm telling you, man, it's a game changer. It is a game changer. I have been feeling so light. I know that I've been putting on muscle and working out and stuff like that, but I feel very, very light. I don't feel heavy, like I'm being weighed down with fat. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I've been just eating a lot of junk. I feel like the waste has been eliminated from my body. So I'm gonna continue to do this, and just do my thing, man. But anyway, let's get into it, man. I had a dream a couple of days ago about my grandma. My grandma passed away in 2019. I had a dream about her, and it was me, one of my aunts, my mom, and my grandma. We were at this place. We were it was a restaurant. We was at a restaurant, and we were getting ready to eat. We were sitting in line, and it's like the lady was serving us, and we had our plates and stuff. We had our trays, and we had the plates on the trays, and we were all getting the same thing. We were all getting this pulled pork sandwich. So we all had our buns and stuff on our plates. We had the buns open so that the lady could just put the pulled pork on our buns. And man, it's crazy because that was the most beautiful pulled pork I ever seen in my life. It just looked beautiful. I can still see it in my head. It just looked beautiful. It looked amazing. It looked perfect. And I remember just saying, I said in my dream, man, I can't wait to taste this because this looks amazing. And no one was saying anything. The lady serving us, my mom, my grandma, or my aunt, they weren't saying anything. They were just standing in line. I was the only one just fascinated by this food and just couldn't wait to eat it and try it. But every time I dream about a loved one or if I just feel as if it's a way of God showing me the beauty of heaven. It's like it's just always beautiful. It's always beautiful. The scenery is always beautiful. Um, wherever whatever the atmosphere is, it's always beautiful. And I think God is just telling me like, or like showing me like through dreams, like heaven is a beautiful place. You know what I'm saying? So you should strive to want to be there one day when this life is over. When you transition, you want to transition to that beautiful place, and see your loved ones again, and that's what I get. That's what I got from that. Then I told my mom about it, and she said, "Yeah, your grandma was just saying hi." So it's like, and then it makes you appreciate it even more because just missing your people, and you dream about them, and it's like a sign, like, "Hey, I'm still with you. I'm watching over you. I'm still here, even if it's not physically. I'm still here. I'm okay, but you are definitely okay because I'm watching you. I'm watching over you. You're good." So I'm definitely glad that I can get these visits and these beautiful moments, kind of like from the other side with my loved ones, people that have passed away. But I broke down that dream and told you guys about that dream to just simply say, like, man, it doesn't matter how much time has passed when you lost someone, no matter what the relationship was that you had, whether it was a parent or a sibling or a friend or a spouse or even a coworker, even a pet. Like, it doesn't matter who has passed away and the length of time that has went by. You're gonna feel that, and you're gonna miss them when you think about them. And yeah, you'll have your days where you think about them and you think about the memories and stuff that you guys made and shared together. Some days you'll laugh, some days you'll smile, and it'll just send just good vibrations throughout your body. And then other times you may think back and you will get upset, you'll cry, or you'll get a little sad, you get a little down and out, because you know that you won't get to be able to create new memories with that person. All you have is the ones that you made and you can look back on, which is a beautiful thing also. But I want to say it's okay to not be okay some days when missing somebody. It's okay to miss them. Like, they say time heals our wounds, and I don't know if I agree with that, because I feel like the wound is still there. I don't think it ever fully heals, because you're not gonna get a chance to be with that person again and enjoy that person's company and talk with them and laugh with them on this side. You know, when we talk about wounds, when you get into a fight, that black eye is hurts, or that cut when you cut your dicing fruit and you cut yourself by accident, things of that nature. You fall and scrape your knee. That wound does hurt. You bandage it up, put some ointment on it, and clean it and take care of it, and then eventually it heals. And it's almost like you may have a scar, you may not, and then you just continue on doing what you do, going about your day. And but in life, once a person is gone, they're gone, and you can't get them back. And that wound will always be there, because a part of you is missing. A chunk of your, a chunk of your life has, or a person that's a huge chunk of your life has gone on, and they can't come back. And you, no matter how many crying and or being angry or wishing and praying, they're not coming back. And that's why I feel like that wound will always be there. That scar will always be there. And the only way to cope with that is to think back on the good memories that you shared and be thankful of the memories that you shared, and you keep them alive by just doing your due diligence, by just being the best that you can be, because that person will be proud of who you are and what you stand for, and the fact that you're so strong and continuing to push on. And they wouldn't want you to not continue living your life and to not continue to pursue your dreams. They wouldn't approve of you just sitting in the house all day every day crying and being depressed about losing them, even though that's completely natural. That's all. This is common, you know. Um, when you love somebody and they go, you miss them. You know, I mean, I miss my grandma every day. I think about all the memories we had. I think about the memories of as early as I can remember, just being a little kid, during summertime or Christmas break or Thanksgiving break and stuff. I'm on the floor playing with my toys, and she's cooking breakfast, or she's doing laundry, or she's watching, The Price is Right, and things like that. And you think back on those memories, and you're very grateful to know what it feels like to have had um moments with them, and to have felt their hugs, and hear their voices and their laughs, and you can remember certain moments in your life that you can remember step by step what happened, what was said, how did you feel, and it brings a certain joy. It definitely does. um and you have to be thankful that you have those memories. You have the mental capacity to even think back on those memories, and you kind of relive them through your mind and stuff. But yeah, it doesn't bring them back. And that's the heartbreaking part, the heartbreaking realization of losing someone through, especially the grieving process. I don't know if we ever fully stop grieving. Um, Only thing time does is just help you get a little stronger, um, day by day, and you're able to adjust to living without that person, and you learn how to continue to move forward in life and doing the things that you need to do without that person. No matter how hard it may be, it will be very, very, very difficult at first, and you'll have your days where you feel like you on beat and you got it, and then you'll have other days where you feel like you missed a step and you wish that person was here because they would have gave you the best advice ever, and um you know they would have been able to help you. But it's it's not that's not going to happen. So you have to be just continuing to just realize that you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing, because they're still cheering you on. And think about the things that they may have taught you, the things that you may have learned from them. Think back on hindsight. You may not have realized certain things then in the moment, but now think about all the things that you went through, the conversations that you've had, the things that you may have seen them go through. What is it teaching you? What did it teach you? Sometimes I think back on my god sister, and I think, what would she do in this moment? What would she say? What would she think? And I definitely know that she would always want me to keep going. She would always want me to continue to just strive to be great and chase every little thing that I want out of life. And she would want me to not care about what other people think or say. She would not want me to give up on myself. You think back on things like that. My grandma, so many teachings that as a kid you don't pay attention to really. It doesn't reside with you that this is something that you will want to do when you get older. But yeah, man, just sorting things like sorting out laundry. I sort out laundry a day before laundry day. I sort out the laundry, and that way in the morning when I wake up, all I got to do is just put the laundry in. Everything's sorted out, and I don't have to spend extra time doing that. So that chops some time off of my laundry. Now I have more. That gives me more time to do something else after laundry is done. You know what I'm saying? Dinner wise, cook early. You want to have dinner done by a certain time. So you have all the other time in the world to eat, relax, to go out and do whatever it is if you need or want to do something else. Calling and checking on people. Like, it's so many things you look back on hindsight. Look back in hindsight, or I should say. And you're like, this woman, this man, this such and such really taught me something without realizing that they were teaching me something, but I was watching them. And subconsciously I learned. I learned a lot. I'm thankful for that. Um, so it's like, you know, people are always in your life for a reason. Always, 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 always. And I thank God for my grandma. I thank God for my god sister. I thank God for my family. thank God for the people that I've met, and the people that have passed on. I miss them. I have friends that I used to play basketball with that I miss. I have, you know, a couple of classmates that have excuse me, passed on that I miss. I remember seeing them and talking with them in school. I had a cousin that passed away, well, two cousins that passed away, and I remember us playing in the backyard or the front yard just about every summer day. I remember us singing in our youth choir in church many, 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 many Sundays. And you think back on those moments and just being there with them, and it hurts, but it also, you're also thankful for that, because you know what that feels like. You know what those warm moments feels like, and I'm just thankful for God to have been just placing me in certain positions around certain people, and to, like I said, experience certain things that a lot of people may not experience in this lifetime, or have not experienced yet, and and eventually they end up having, moments like myself that they can hold on to in their later years. You know what I'm saying? But don't beat yourself up over waking up someday and just missing people and crying about it. Don't just sit there and get stuck all day long. But if you wake up one day and you feel like you need to cry, you may hear a song that reminds you of them, or you may see something, or you can smell something, because let me tell you, it can happen. Any sign um can trigger it. So it's like, whatever it is, if it comes across you that day, cry, let it out. Cry, let it out. Feel it, release it, and then you get yourself together. You pick your head up, you stick your chest out, and then you just keep going. You keep going, you keep moving, and you'll gain your strength back. And then some days, like I said, you'll wake up and you hear a song, or you'll see something or smell something that reminds you of that person, and you'll just smile. You'll just smile, and you'll say, I love you too. I see you. I feel you. I know you there. And you thank God for it. And that's just that. That's just that. We have all lost someone, and we have all grieved, and we have all went to funerals, and we have all been there where we felt like, I can't go on with this person or without this person. How or where do I go? It's okay to be confused too, because now you got to make an adjustment on moving forward. Especially if it was a spouse, you guys have been working together to build a family, and you've been doing all of these things, and um you had every what's the word I'm looking for? You just you had every type of, can't think of the word right now. I'm drawing a blank, which I know what I'm trying to say. Y'all talked about doing so many things: get married, starting a family, creating a bucket list of places you want to visit, or you want to invest in real estate. You want to do so many things you can be talking about with your spouse, and even start doing, and then boom, they're not there anymore. Now you gotta figure things out as a widower, and you got kids, and you got mortgage, and you got just the everyday other stresses of life, your job and all these other things. And that person was your go-to. They took it all off you when you came home, and you had conversations that made you laugh, they made you smile, and they made you forget about all of that stuff that you was going through, and now they're gone. um you know or a parent, God forbid. I have not lost neither one of my parents, so it's like, I don't know how that feels. But I know people that have lost their parents when we were young, and then I know someone that have lost their parents within a couple years. So man, it's very tough. So I always say, create memories and hold on to your people. Be thankful and cherish your people, but realize too that you are not weak for grieving over someone that has passed away and that has been gone for some time. Because when you love somebody, when that person had an impact on your life, when you guys share something sacred, as soon as you think of them, it's gonna feel like they passed away, just yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's completely normal. So don't allow anyone to make you feel bad for grieving over somebody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the time. It doesn't matter what the relationship was between you two. You can miss them, and you're supposed to miss them. And you're supposed to grieve, but you're not weak. You're still strong. It's okay to feel, but just don't stay there. Don't get stuck there, and don't just continue to think about the fact that they aren't here and you can't do anything anymore with them. Just be grateful, be appreciative that you had time with them, that you had the time that you did. You were able to create the memories that you did, and pray to see them again one day. Know that they were a good person, and they're now in heaven with God, and that's where you want to be eventually. So, yeah, it's okay. It's okay to grieve. It is okay. I do it too. We all do it. But I'm about to go in here and make this beetroot juice. I just cleaned my car out, and we're gonna have a great week. We're gonna have a great week, okay? Don't let it be mundane. Father's Day coming up. So if you are a father, happy Father's Day to you. And hope you are celebrated, because there's only we don't get a lot of praise. We don't get a lot of recognition. We hear about the bad dads the bad, deadbeats, and we hear about that. They're talked about more than the real fathers are celebrated. We need to change that. So, happy Father's Day to a father, to any father that's listening to this. And yeah, man, y'all go out there and be great. And if you got to grieve at some point this week or multiple times this week, it doesn't matter. Grieve, dry those tears, pick your head up, stick your chest out, and keep it moving. All right, don't stay there for long. I love you guys. As always, thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for following me, liking me, subscribing to me. Thank you for checking in with me on social media, sharing my profile, sharing my videos, reposting, liking, commenting, all that. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. And we will catch y'all on the next go. Love y'all. Peace.
So far, so far, so far, so far.